Hello viewers, good evening to all. With an intention to provide news on cricket developments, Stumps and Bails has once again come up with some latest happenings in the cricketing world for you exclusively. Before getting into the details, let me sign into this show by introducing your host for today, Himani Verma. Moving on, today we will be looking at the top 7 cricketing developments that are making some news. In this show, primarily, we will be looking at New Zealand defeating Ireland in the second T20 International, Sri Lanka backing from hosting Asia Cup, and Cheteshwar Pujara scoring another double ton, and much more. So without any further delay, let's get into more details and see what's happening in the cricketing world. At first, we have New Zealand beating Ireland in the second T20 International to seal the series. Dane Cleaver's steady yet efficient 55 ball 78 not out and commanding performance from New Zealand's bowler gave the visitors a convincing 88 runs victory over Ireland in the second T20 International in Belfast. With one game remaining, the victory gave New Zealand an unbeatable 2-0 lead and sealed the 3-game series for them. Young Dane Cleaver was given the Player of the Match award. At second, we have Sri Lanka cricket and placing itself to be host of the mega event Asia Cup. As the dilemma on whether Sri Lanka would be hosting Asia Cup 2022, there comes clarity after Sri Lanka Cricket Board officials reportedly informed the Asian Cricket Council about their inability to organize the big event. According to a news report, the SLC board informed that it will not be in a position to host the upcoming edition of Asia Cup T20. They both cited the reason as the economic and political crisis in the country. It may be recalled here that the ACC has not yet released the precise schedule of 2022 Asia Cup. The competition, however, will begin the first game on August 27 and on September 11 the final will be held. At third, we have Supreme Court likely to pronounce decision on BCCI's plea to amend its constitution. The Apex Court's decision on Wednesday to adjourn the final hearing of BCCI's plea to amend its constitution has gathered more prominence as it can decide the future of some of the leading heavyweights of the Apex board. The final call in this case would be a deciding factor for BCCI President Sourav Ganguly's and Secretary Jay Shah's continuation as office bearer with BCCI. If the court decides against the proposal to amend the constitution, then Ganguly and Shah would be compelled to step aside. At fourth, we have BCCI flying Team India to Trinidad in a 3.5 crore chartered plane. To participate in a white ball series in Caribbean islands against West Indies, the Team India got involved in a costly affair where BCCI Exchequer had to bear 3.5 crore from its treasury. On Wednesday, the Team India arrived at Trinidad Airport in a new dedicated transport vehicle, that is, chartered flight. The reason were not particularly due to pandemic measures, but it is the operational level arrangement in the shifting the team, which comprises nearly 16 players, coach and other supporting staff. At fifth, we have BCCI to have meeting to discuss sponsorship deals and domestic schedule today. A number of significant decisions are to be made by BCCI at their forthcoming Apex Council meeting on July 21st. For the first time since COVID-19 pandemic, the meeting will be taking place in person according to the information available. The BCCI will now work to finalize sponsorship deals with Paytm and Byju's for following season after the massive sale of IPL media rights. Since 2015, Paytm has sponsored India's domestic series for a staggering sum of 326.80 crore. The business paid to extend the contract by 4 years in 2019. The BCCI also anticipated to discuss the domestic schedules in the addition to sponsorship agreements. At 6, we have update in World Test Championship rankings. After recording the highest successful test run chase in Gale to defeat Sri Lanka in the first test, Pakistan now has 58.33% of points won in the World Test Championship. Pakistan are now on the third position of the WTC points table, while Sri Lanka, who were at third position before the start of the test match, are at sixth with 48.15% of the points won. The table is topped by South Africa, followed by Australia at second position. India are fourth on the table. At last, we have Cheteshwar Pujara scoring another double ton. On the second day of Sussex County match against Middlesex at Lords, Cheteshwar Pujara scored his double century of the year, cementing his place in the county cricket lore. The Indian international became the first Sussex batter to make a double century against Middlesex at Lords. 125 years ago, India's Colonel H.S. Sri Saranjit Singh Ji Vibhaji II became the last Sussex batter to reach 200 at the Lords. Pujara batted for nearly 9 hours before being last out, having guided his side to 523, surpassing Sussex's previous record at Lords of 522 from 2005. That's all for today's news. If you like the updates, please like, share the video and subscribe to our channel Stumps and Bails. Also, please don't forget to follow us on social media accounts mentioned in the description down below. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye and take care.